to our 4th episode of I Ship It. I'm your host Ray, and I'm here to ship characters for you. So, for tonight's episode, I'm shipping The Flash and Supergirl. And I thought since their crossover episode of their TV shows are coming together here soon, it'd be the perfect time to give you a few reasons as to why I want them together. Now, first of all, let's start off with a little bit of background for both characters. Both are very prominent DC comic book heroes, so I shouldn't have to spend a lot of time catching you up. Let's just say that both characters, since their incarnation, have had multiple versions take on the name The Flash and Supergirl. But specifically, I'm talking about Kara Zor-El and Barry Allen. Those two are the couple I'm shipping tonight. Now, The Flash was created in 1940, and it was first taken on by Jay Garrick. Since then, Barry Allen was the second Flash. Then there came Wally West and Bart Allen. All four have existed on the exact same time. They have maintained their speed, they've lost their speed. The four of them have been pretty incredible back to back. Wally and Bart even were Kid Flashes before they were The Flash. Now, getting to Barry's love life, we all know that Barry's main squeeze has been Iris West, or Iris West Allen, as he did marry her at some point. I believe their marriage is still going. They're still together, which is pretty fantastic. However, Iris has always been kind of a damsel. He's always rescued her from places here and there. Now, just like Lois Lane, she is a journalist, because in the 1940s, women weren't allowed to be anything other than journalists for some reason. That gets pretty boring just from a story sake. There's really no reason to have every single woman who is a love interest for these superheroes be a journalist. Now, I know what you're saying. There's quite a few that aren't. However, more than one seems excessive to me. Kara Zor-El, on the other hand, was the 5th or 6th Supergirl, to be honest. They really wanted to build the Superman family and use the moniker Super for multiple characters, and it just didn't stick. I mean, Lois Lane and Clark Kent were both Supergirls at some point, and they just didn't last very long. So in 1959, Kara Zor-El came into the picture, and she was given the background of Superman's cousin. She has the exact same powers that he does on planet Earth, powered by the yellow sun, and she's incredibly powerful herself. Now, she's also one of those ladies that have multiple boyfriends, and I believe it's because they don't match them up with characters that have staying power. Her boyfriends include Brainiac 5, not Brainiac, Brainiac 5, so who cares? And Jero the Merman. Why? Why would you even go out with somebody like that? It's no wonder you avoid commitments when you date somebody named Jero the Merman. So let's get on to why these two would be perfect for each other. First and foremost, the two are the golden hearts of the Justice League. They never waver. Their compass always points north. Their moral compass. Now, whereas Superman has a very emotional streak sometimes and can be driven to use his powers out of anger, and Batman is incredibly paranoid to where he loses friends. Wonder Woman makes the close calls. These two manage to keep their smiles up the entire time. They're bold, they're strong members of the Justice League. They can hold their own. They don't need other people to join in. Now, both of them do have second-class comic books, and when I say that, I mean their comic books have been running for a long time. However, they get canceled sometimes, and they're usually minor players or second string to some of the bigger characters. It doesn't happen very often where they have a storyline that revolves around them. However, the new TV shows, both CBS's Supergirl and CW's The Flash, have been incredibly successful, and as an avid comic book reader, comic book TV watcher, it's incredibly awesome to see these two shows succeed. They're very true to their characters. They're improving on their flaws. Both of them are incredibly naive in the comics, and even with Barry being a scientist and Kara being multiple different things. She takes on multiple jobs in her secret identity, but at least in the show, she is an assistant at Catco. The two of them play up their strengths and weaknesses as characters. It really has given the Flash and Supergirl characters a drive forward. I think they're stronger together, and I think the crossover will prove it. So even if they just get together in this one episode and we never see them together again, or if this brings on a whole new storyline, a whole new show, I believe these two really go together. The TV Kara Zor-El and the TV Barry Allen really belong together. They have great chemistry, and I'm sure the crossover will prove it. Now, will we ever see this in the comics? I don't see why not. There's no reason why they shouldn't do this. Here's a couple things. It can easily prove that the couple has staying power. First and foremost, the success of all of DC has pushed them to restart all their comics, and they're doing this for a couple reasons. First off, they want new readers. It's very difficult to jump in to comics when you're just starting a storyline unless you reboot it, so that everybody can join in as well. With this happening during Rebirth, there's a huge reflection of what is going on in the media. They're keeping comic books for every character that is currently on a TV show. So Black Canary has her own, and Martian Manhunter has his own. That means Supergirl and the Flash's stories continue as well. And I bet you anything, because of the TV crossover, we're going to see comic book crossover as well. So why not get these two together? There's very, very little risk in making these two get together. Now, sure, the first time they kiss, you'll have some fanboys get really mad. Oh no, what happened to Iris? I don't know. She hasn't been written about in the comics for at least 5 to 10 years. She's not important in the comics. She is very important in the show, and the second season I love her character a lot, but she is clearly her own character and does not need to be attached to Barry's side to make her character work. So what's the point in having her and Barry get together? There's really not any. Get Kara Zor-El and Barry Allen together. They're so cute. It needs to happen. Alright, so that's my argument for The Flash and Supergirl. Tell me what you think. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's going to happen? If not, a quick share or retweet's never a bad thing. I'm recording this, of course, for The Grid Daily. Check out all of our social media listed below. We'd love to see you on other things. Of course, Cooking with Cosplayers is coming up, and I'll be a part of that too. I'm going to just be standing there making the dish, whereas my cohort Ian will be doing all the jibber jabber. I'm very excited about that. I'll see you next time for another I Ship It, because they all can't be Wonder Woman and Superman. Bye everyone.